Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back to Paws Rescue Stories. If you're new here, this channel is about real rescue stories. Not the easy ones, not the perfect ones, the ones that stay with you. And today's story, this one is hard to forget. It starts with something simple. A garbage bag. This happened in Brooklyn. A woman named Hunter was out walking. Just a normal day, nothing unusual. She wasn't looking for anything, she wasn't expecting anything, she was just walking. And then she heard something. At first, it was very faint. So faint. She almost ignored it. And honestly, she did. She kept walking because it didn't make sense. It wasn't loud, it wasn't clear, it was just there. But then she heard it again. This time, she slowed down, not fully stopping, just slowing down, trying to listen. And the sound came again. Soft, weak. It sounded like crying. Now something felt off. She stopped walking. And this is the moment where everything could have ended. Because she had a choice. She could keep walking, pretend she didn't hear anything, tell herself it wasn't her problem, and most people would. But something didn't feel right. So instead of walking away, she turned around, and she followed the sound, slowly, carefully, looking around, trying to figure out where it was coming from. And then she saw it, a black garbage bag, just sitting there, on the side of the road. At first, it looked completely normal, nothing special, just trash. But something about it felt wrong. She stood there just looking at it, and then it moved, just a little, not a big movement, but enough to make her freeze, because now she knew. There was something inside that bag, something alive. She didn't move right away, because in a moment like that, your mind starts racing, you start asking questions. What if it's dangerous? What if I shouldn't get involved? What if I open it and I regret it? So she stood there, thinking, and then the bag moved again. This time, a little more. That was it, because now there was no doubt. Whatever was inside was alive, and it needed help. She took a step closer. Her heart started beating faster. The closer she got, the worse the feeling became, because now she noticed something else. The bag was tied, very tight, not loose, not normal, tight, like someone didn't want anything to get out. And that thought changes everything, because it means one thing: this wasn't an accident. Someone did this, on purpose. And then she heard it again, a small, weak cry. And in that moment, she stopped thinking. She stepped forward, reached down, and placed her hand on the bag, and what she felt made everything real. The bag was warm. That's when she knew. Whatever was inside was still alive. She looked around for a second, not because she didn't know what to do, but because she knew this was about to change everything. She took a breath, grabbed the knot, and slowly started to untie it. And right there, in that moment, she had no idea that what she was about to see was going to break her heart. She loosened the knot, slowly. Her hands weren't steady anymore, not because she didn't know what to do, but because part of her wasn't ready. The plastic shifted slightly as she pulled it open, and that sound came again, weaker now. She paused, just for a second. Then she took a breath and opened the bag. At first, she didn't understand what she was looking at. It was dark inside. Everything looked cramped, folded, tight. And then something moved. That's when she saw it. A dog, small, curled up tightly, barely moving. For a moment, she just stared, because her brain needed time to catch up. There was a dog inside a garbage bag, and it was alive, but only just. Its body was shaking, not a normal shake, something deeper, something wrong. Its breathing was uneven, short, strained. And then she noticed something else. Its mouth. Something wasn't right. The jaw looked off, not sitting the way it should. And when the dog tried to make a sound, it couldn't. Only a broken, weak half cry came out. That's when it hit her. This wasn't just abandonment. This dog was badly hurt. She dropped to her knees, slowly, carefully. Hey, it's okay. Her voice changed, softer, calmer, the kind of voice you use when something is fragile. The dog didn't move much, but its eyes shifted slightly, and for a second, they met hers. And that moment is hard to explain, because something changed. The dog didn't know her, didn't know where it was, but it knew one thing: it wasn't alone anymore. And then, everything changed again. The dog's body suddenly tightened, its legs stiffened, and then it started shaking, harder, uncontrollably. She froze, because now, this wasn't just fear. The dog was having a seizure, and in that moment, everything sped up. Hey, stay with me. Stay with me. Her voice wasn't calm anymore. It was urgent. She didn't know what to do. Do you touch it? Do you move it? Do you wait? Every second felt wrong. The dog kept shaking. Its breathing got worse. And for a moment, it looked like it was slipping away. Right there, in front of her. And that feeling, that helpless feeling, it stays with you. Because she had just found it. And now, it might die anyway. She looked around quickly, hoping someone would appear. But the street was still empty. It was just her and this dog fighting to stay alive. Okay, we need to move, she said it out loud, because now there was no time. She reached in carefully, slow movements, gentle. She didn't know how much pain it was in, but she knew one thing: leaving it there was not an option. She lifted it slowly, and the moment she did, she felt how light it was, too light. Its body was weak, no strength, just fragile. She held it close. Stay with me, please. And in that moment, this wasn't just a rescue anymore. It was a race, because now the question wasn't, what's in the bag? Now the question was, is it already too late? She stood up, holding the dog, and without thinking, she started moving, fast, because now every second mattered. She moved as fast as she could, careful, but fast, holding the dog close to her chest, trying not to hurt it, trying not to make anything worse. But everything already felt wrong. The dog's body was still shaking, not as violently as before, but enough to remind her this wasn't over. Its breathing was weak, shallow, unstable. Every few seconds, she looked down just to check, just to make sure it was still breathing. Stay with me, please stay with me. She kept repeating it, over and over, not even realizing she was saying it out loud. The street felt longer now. What had felt normal just minutes ago now felt like a distance she couldn't cross fast enough. Her steps got quicker, her heart was racing. Because now, there was only one thing on her mind: get help before it's too late. She reached her car. Her hands fumbled for the keys. It took longer than it should have, because panic does that. It slows everything down at the worst possible time. Come on, come on. The door unlocked. She pulled it open quickly, carefully getting inside, still holding the dog. For a second, she didn't even know where to put it. Front seat, back seat, her lap. Nothing felt right. Nothing felt safe enough. So she kept it close. One arm around its body, the other reaching for the ignition. The car started. And just like that, everything shifted again. Now it wasn't just about finding the dog. Now it was about saving it. She pulled out fast, not reckless, but urgent. Every second mattered now. The road ahead felt longer than it ever had before. Traffic lights, cars, people. Everything felt like an obstacle, something slowing her down. And in her arms, the dog was fading. Its body felt lighter, too light. Its breathing even weaker now. No, not now. Not after everything. She glanced down again. The dog's eyes were barely open. No energy, no strength, just trying. Still trying. And that's the part that breaks you. Because even after everything that had been done to it, it was still fighting. Stay with me, please. Her voice was shaking now. She didn't care. Nothing else mattered. She pressed the accelerator slightly more, watching the road, watching the mirrors, watching everything. But her attention kept pulling back to the dog. Every breath it took felt like a countdown. Every second felt like it could be the last. And then the shaking started again. Stronger this time, more violent. The dog's body stiffened in her arms, and just like that, another seizure. No, no, no. She tightened her grip slightly, not too much, just enough to keep it from slipping. Her breathing got faster, her heart pounding harder. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't stop. She couldn't pull over. There was no time. Stay with me. Stay with me. Her voice cracked. Because now, this felt real. Not just serious, not just urgent. Real, like she might lose it. Right there, in the car, before she even got help. The dog's movement slowed, then stopped, and for a second, everything went quiet, too quiet. Her heart dropped. She looked down quickly. No movement, no sound, just stillness. Hey, hey! Her voice was softer now, more afraid. She adjusted her grip slightly, trying to feel something, anything, and then a small breath, weak, barely there, but enough to keep going. Okay, you're still here, she exhaled quickly, relief mixed with fear, because this wasn't over, not even close. The clinic wasn't far now, but it still felt too far. Every second stretched, every moment dragged, until finally, she saw it. The vet. She pulled in fast, barely stopping the car fully. Opening the door immediately, still holding the dog, she ran inside. I need help, please, I need help. Her voice echoed through the room. People turned. Staff moved quickly. Everything shifted again. Fast, urgent, controlled chaos. They took the dog from her arms, carefully, professionally, but quickly. What happened? How long ago? Questions came at her, but she couldn't answer properly. I found him in a bag. He was seizing. Her words were broken, rushed, incomplete. But it was enough. They understood. They rushed the dog through the doors. And just like that, it was gone, out of her hands, out of her control. And suddenly, everything slowed down again. She stood there, empty hands, trying to process what just happened. Minutes ago, it was in a garbage bag. Then it was in her arms. And now, it was behind a door, fighting for its life. She took a step back, her heart still racing, her hands shaking, and for the first time since she found it, she had to stop and wait. And that was the hardest part. The door closed behind them, and just like that, she was alone. The noise from inside faded, muffled voices, quick footsteps, metal tools, but out here, it was quiet, too quiet. She stood there for a moment, not moving, not thinking clearly, just trying to breathe. Her hands were still shaking. She looked down at them. They didn't feel like hers. Everything that just happened felt unreal. Just minutes ago, she was walking, and now, she was standing outside a room where life was hanging on by a thread. She slowly sat down. The chair felt cold, uncomfortable, but she didn't notice. Her mind kept replaying everything, the sound, the bag, the moment it moved, and then, what was inside. She closed her eyes for a second, and there it was again, that image, the dog, curled up, barely breathing, and the worst part, its eyes, that look. She exhaled slowly, trying to steady herself, but the thoughts wouldn't stop. Who would do that? Who puts a living animal inside a garbage bag and leaves it there to suffer, to die? She shook her head slightly, because thinking about it too much made it worse. And right now, she needed to focus on something else. One question, is he going to make it? The door opened. She looked up immediately. A vet stepped out, serious expression, calm but not relaxed. And sometimes, that tells you everything. How bad is it? Her voice was quiet, careful, like she was afraid of the answer. The vet paused for a second, and that pause felt heavy. We're doing everything we can, but, that word, but, it always means something isn't right. He's in critical condition. The words landed slowly, like they needed time to fully sink in. Critical. She nodded slightly, trying to understand, trying to stay calm. He has a broken jaw, possible head trauma, and the seizures. That's what worries us the most. Each sentence felt heavier than the last. Her chest tightened, because now this wasn't just serious, it was dangerous, life-threatening. Will he make it? She asked it quietly, almost like she didn't want to hear the answer. The vet didn't respond right away, and that silence said everything. We don't know yet. We need time. We need to stabilize him first. But I'm not going to lie to you. He's in very bad shape. There it was. The truth. Not softened, not hidden. Just real. She looked down, trying to process it, trying to accept it. But it didn't feel real. Because just minutes ago, he was alive in her arms, still breathing, still fighting, and now he might not survive. She swallowed slowly. What can I do? Her voice was different now, quieter, more fragile. Right now, just wait. We'll do everything we can. The vet gave a small nod and went back inside. The door closed again, and just like that, she was alone again. But this time, it felt heavier, because now she knew this wasn't just a rescue. This was a fight, and it wasn't over, not even close. Minutes passed, or maybe longer. It was hard to tell, because time felt strange, slower, heavier. Every second stretched, every sound felt louder. The ticking clock, the distant movement behind the door. Every small noise made her look up, hoping, waiting, and at the same time, afraid of what they might say next. Her mind kept going back to one thought. What if she was too late? What if she found him? Just a little too late. She leaned forward slightly, hands together, trying to stay grounded, trying not to let her thoughts spiral, because once they do, it's hard to stop. Come on, she whispered quietly. You made it this far. Don't stop now. And that's the strange thing about moments like this. You start talking to them, even when they can't hear you, because somehow it makes you feel like you're helping, like you're still part of the fight. The door opened again, this time faster. She stood up immediately, heart racing. The vet stepped out again, and this time something felt different. We've stabilized him. The words came quickly, clear, certain. He's still critical, but he's holding on. She exhaled. A breath she didn't even realize she was holding. Relief, but not complete. Not yet. He's not out of danger, not even close. But he's fighting, and that matters. She nodded slowly, because now there was something new, hope, small, fragile, but real. Can I see him? She asked softly. The vet hesitated for a moment, then nodded. Briefly, she followed slowly, each step feeling heavier than the last, because now, this was real. This was the moment. The door opened, and she saw him, lying there, connected to machines, bandaged, still, but alive. And sometimes, that's enough. He was still, but he was alive. And for that moment, that was enough. She stood there quietly, not too close, not moving too much, almost like she was afraid that even a small movement might change something. The machines made soft sounds, steady, rhythmic, a reminder that he was still here. She looked at him carefully. The bandages, the wires, the way his body lay there, so still, so fragile. It didn't look like the same dog, the one she found inside that bag. But somehow, it was. And that thought, that contrast, it stays with you. Because just hours ago, he was alone, left to die, and now he was here, fighting, not alone anymore. She stepped a little closer, slowly, carefully. Hey, her voice was soft again, gentle, like before. It's okay, you're safe now. The dog didn't move, but something changed. His breathing felt steadier, not strong, but not fading either. And sometimes, that's the first sign. Time passed, hours, then more, and slowly, things began to shift. Not all at once, not in a big moment, but in small ones. the kind you almost miss if you're not paying attention. A slight movement, a deeper breath, a small reaction. Each one felt like progress. Each one felt like hope. The vets kept working, checking, adjusting, watching closely, because this wasn't over. Not yet. But something was changing. He was holding on, and that mattered. The next day, he opened his eyes, just a little, for a second, but it was enough. She was there when it happened. She saw it. And in that moment, everything felt different, because now, it wasn't just survival, it was the beginning of something else. Recovery, slow, uncertain, but real. The days that followed weren't easy. There were setbacks, moments where things felt like they were slipping again, moments where the fear came back. But each time, he held on. Each time, he fought through it. And slowly, he started to change. The shaking stopped, his breathing improved, his body began to respond. And then one day, he stood up. Not for long, not steady, but enough. Enough to show he was still fighting. She smiled for the first time, a real smile. Because now, this wasn't just hope anymore. This was progress. Real progress. Weeks passed, and with each one, he got stronger. His eyes changed. That empty look was gone, replaced with something else. Awareness, life, and maybe even trust. The same dog that had been thrown away was starting to come back, piece by piece, day by day, until one day you could finally see it. Not just survival, not just recovery, but life. He walked, slowly at first, then stronger. He ate, he reacted, he lived. And when she looked at him, she saw something completely different. Not the dog from the bag, not the broken body, but a second chance. And that's what makes this story different, because it could have ended very differently. It almost did. If she didn't stop, if she didn't turn around, if she chose to walk away, he wouldn't be here. That's the truth, and it's a hard one, because it makes you think, how many others don't get that moment? How many are left without someone stopping, without someone caring? But this one got a chance. Because someone chose not to ignore it. And in the end, that's what changed everything. She didn't just find a dog, she saved a life. And that dog, in his own way, saved something too. Because moments like that, they stay with you. They remind you that even in the worst situations, something good can still happen. If someone chooses to act, if someone chooses to care. And sometimes, that's all it takes. One moment, one decision, one person who didn't walk away. If you were in her position, would you have stopped? If this story touched you in any way, take a second to help it reach someone else who needs to see it. Because stories like this, they matter. They remind us that even in the darkest moments, kindness can still change everything. And if you believe every dog deserves a second chance, make sure you hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to Paws Rescue Stories with Matt, because there are so many more stories that still need to be told. I'll see you in the next one.